Welcome back. We've been talking about Glenmark Pharma. We've heard from the management as well. The big stock of the day, it was up 10% for most part of the day, and thereafter the temporary freeze on F&O opened, and thereafter the stock went all the way up to 15% before now settling at around 12.5% in terms of gains. We have with us Annaswamy Vaidheesh, who's the former MD at GSK Pharmaceuticals, who joins in. Mr. Vaidheesh, always a pleasure listening into your views. This big deal that has happened, it's a big one for the Indian pharmaceutical space. For Glenmark in particular, do you think the valuations are more than what the street anticipated? Does that tell you that the possibility of success here is a lot higher? How do you look at this entire space, and who else stands to benefit from something like this?
Well, first and foremost, my hearty congratulations to Glenn. See, what you're seeing today is a resultant of a huge hard work that happened for over, if I'm not mistaken, it's over 10 years. So we are talking about hard work having paid dividend. Particularly in drug discovery, things don't happen overnight, right? And it involves a huge amount of risk. So the first one is ISB 2001, first-in-class tri-specific antibody for multiple myeloma, and being taken by AbbVie itself, it clearly shows the credibility of the platform itself. So to that extent, I think we are India is really making an impact in the drug discovery, though it's not the full length of the drug discovery value chain, but at least now we are becoming a country that many companies in US or the Western world will look at us. You know, I'm going to stop here and let me know what exactly you want to know about this deal.
Okay. Mr. Vaidheesh, hi, welcome to the show. Just wanted to understand what this means for the R&D landscape for India. Are we on the map now when it comes to R&D, or do you think this is very company specific?
You know, you know it, and you know this space quite well. See, drug discovery, as you know, it's a very expensive proposition all over the world. It's not everybody's cup of tea, right? And including countries like China, Korea, they're all investing. As a country, they're investing behind drug discovery, particularly in the biologic targeting on the immuno-oncology or some of the diseases that requires huge amount of unmet need that has to be, driven by the companies. Now, as far as India is concerned, I think what Glenn has done, and I know very well, is that he's one of those leaders who always believed in innovation even before anybody else was thinking about it, almost about 10, 15 years back. So frankly, in my opinion, right now, there are a few other companies that are also spending enough resources behind it, particularly in the early stage discovery. And I do believe that this is a clarion call for Indian pharma companies, but I do have few suggestions as we discuss.
Right. Mr. Vaidheesh, good afternoon. You know, what is, like you're mentioning, there are a few companies which are already, in the works as well. We have Walkout, we have Spark that are doing a lot of R&D going on that front as well. Now, in terms of overall, do you think such a large deal that we saw coming in for Glenn, is that something that's going to be possible, or how are we watching out for in this space now?
See, what you have seen today is a typical biotech story, right? If you even in US, many of the biotech companies, like what Glenn has done it through this separate arm. Many biotech companies work, out of which 100, one or two succeed in coming up with phase 1, and then they go to the phase 2. So frankly, in my opinion, this is a start for our country, and this is going to inspire many companies to do it. If you are asking me, are there any other companies that are on the verge of making it happen? Possibly few of them, but I would say you should take a look at their pipeline. It may not be as big as this, what you just have seen, but I'm quite sure that it's going to inspire many companies to start looking at how do we cooperate, how do we collaborate with multinational companies particularly in the area where the AI is becoming a very important component in drug targeting. So India is going to be in a very good position in accelerating drug discovery, but we are at the early stage, but it's good news.
Okay. Well, Mr. Vaidheesh, a lot of Glenmark's research is done outside of India. What do you think needs to be done in order to increase or encourage indigenous R&D?
Ekta, you said it correctly. So first and foremost, in the Western world, the drug discovery ecosystem is highly evolved. So first and foremost, we need to create the ecosystem here, particularly the academia and the investors. In a Western world, the investors come in very quickly to support any idea, even if there is a 1 in 100 chances they will support the discovery, right? And then obviously the trained professionals and the regulatory pathways are very clear. So frankly, in my opinion, if it has to happen indigenously, we definitely need to develop a far more robust ecosystem, replicating what's happening in the valley. That we need to start doing it here, but it's going to take some time, but it's worth an effort.
Right. How much, roughly, according to you, would be the investment that would be required from the ecosystem to actually develop something like this in India?
See, typically, as you know, any drug discovery in Western world, they calculate is something like a $4 to $5 billion, including some of the risk that is involved in coming up with, out of 100, 2 or 3 will see the light of the day, right? So the way in which we look at it, we are talking about 5 billion. Maybe in Indian system, our like how in the space area where we do it much cheaper than the Western world, possibly we can do it. It's my guess, 1/5 or 1/4 of the cost. But 5,000 crore that is being given to support the innovation, it's a start, but that's not sufficient. You need much bigger investment to drive drug discovery in the country.
Okay, all right, Mr. Vaidheesh, we're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in, and I'm sure it's a conversation which we are probably going to continue having, that how exactly do we fuel R&D further in pharmaceuticals in India. Well, remember, as we need to take a break, remember to tune in to the all-new CNBC TV18 Prime, bringing you insights from policymakers, business leaders and economists shaping both the world and India's future. CNBC TV18 Prime decodes global shifts and their impact on Indian businesses, giving you unparalleled insights. Tune in to CNBC TV18 Prime at 12 noon for the Global Reset, at 1 p.m. for the Big C, and Global Lens at 8:30 p.m.